Welcome to this channel. I'm your friend, your tropa, kachikahan, kadaldalan, kakwentuhan. I am Shara, and I am the voice behind the Chill Chika podcast. So if you're interested, you can listen on Spotify and Google Podcasts. Pero for now, stay right there muna kasi I will share how I started my podcast by just using this. And maybe I can help you start your own as well. So let's get into the video. So, short chika, how I started with podcasting. I started listening to podcasts last year, 2020. Siguro mga December na yun. And then, by 2021, I thought I wanted to start my own. I can't remember what month, pero the podcast itself started in March. Pero even before that, when I had the thought of making my own podcast, the first thing that came into my head was to search for the equipments that I would need. So, honestly, nung nakita ko yung list of equipments na kakailanganin, medyo nakaka-overwhelm sa sobrang dami. And, wait lang, babasahin ko yung mga equipments na nabasa ko when I was searching for it, okay? So, first is computer, microphone, audio interface or mixer. Fourth is pop filter or windscreen. Tapos, headphones, amplifier, mic stands, shock mount, and the list goes on. Okay? To be honest, hindi lahat ng nabanggit ko, alam ko kung ano yung mga yon, and probably hindi ko rin afford. So, after reading those, my first thought was to search for an alternative na pwede kong magamit. And I was searching for cheaper equipments at nakakita ako dito sa YouTube ng mga reviews ng mga microphones na affordable lang. Binubudol niya talaga ako eh. Tapos, bumili ako online, nag-order ako online ng maliit lang na lapel mic na less than 100 pesos lang yon. Which is, spoiler alert, hindi ko nagamit. Okay, gumagana siya, nadedetect siya ng phone ko, pero sobrang pangit ng audio. Okay, sobrang lakas ng noise. Tapos, basta hindi lang talaga siya magandang gamitin. And then, naisip ko, kung mag-aantay ako ng equipments, hindi ako makakasimula. Kasi, una sa lahat, wala akong pera. So, wala akong pambili ng mga equipments. And so, naisip ko, I will create my podcast. I will start my podcast with the resources that I have right now, which in that case is my phone. So, this video will be divided into 4. The first one is the main topic of this discussion, which is my setup, kung paano ko ginagamit yung phone ko with recording, editing, and uploading. And then second one is how I prepare my outline or script. Third is the apps that I use in editing and uploading. And the fourth is having your first listeners. Okay, so setup. So, magsisimula tayo dun sa bida sa video na to, which is this phone. So, nothing special. This is a Cherry mobile phone. Ayan, hindi ako naka-Apple, hindi ako naka-Samsung. Basically, you don't have to have a very expensive phone. Feeling ko kung ano yung phone na meron ka ngayon, pwede na yan. And then, nabanggit ko kanina, di ba, bumili ako ng cheap mic sa Shopee na hindi ko naman nagamit. So, kinuha ko na lang yung filter niya. Filter ba yun? I'm not sure kung anong tawag dito. Basta yan. Tapos, ginupit ko siya dito sa gitna. Ayan. And then, ang ginagawa ko, nilalagay ko siya dito sa tapat ng mic ng phone ko. And then, yun. Diyan ako nagsasalita. What this does is, binabawasan niya yung popping sound kapag nagsasalita tayo. Kasi, pag nagsasalita tayo, especially sa mga letters P, S, F, pansinin nyo kapag nagsalita kayo at the back of your hand, meron kayong nararamdaman na hangin, diba? So, pumapangit yung audio kapag nare-record yun, kaya ginagamitan natin ito. So, maglalagay ako dito ng audio as an example.
Ito yung audio kapag wala nitong filter. Again, notice nyo yung mga letters P, F, and S. I mean, marami pa rin namang ibang letters na kailangan yung kailangan yung i-consider. Pero para sa akin, dun kayo mag-focus kasi mas rinig dun sa mga letters na yun. Lalo na kapag tumatawa. Okay, so ito naman yung audio kapag meron na nitong filter. Again, hello? Ayan, so ito yung audio kapag meron ng filter. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi siya masyadong masakit sa tenga, lalo na kapag, yun nga, yung mga nabanggit ko ring letters kanina, like P, S, F. Bawas na yung popping sound na dulot nung hangin na lumalabas sa mouths natin kapag nagsasalita tayo.
So, ayun, basically, it's just this phone and this foam or filter thing. So, doon naman tayo sa topic outline or topic script. So, i-explain ko muna kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Pag sinabing topic outline, ito yung summary ng i-discuss mo. So, for example, nandito yung main topic mo, and then meron ka mga ililistang subtopics, and then yun yung magiging guide mo while you are recording. Kapag naman scripting, ito yung written text ng usually word by word kung ano yung sasabihin mo sa recording. So, magpapakita ako ng sample kung ano itsura ng outlines and script ko. So, wait lang. Ang gulo pala. So, sorry, medyo magulo yung sulat ko. Ayan, so, balin dito lang yung title. As you can see, this is my 9th episode, which is love language. Ayan, and then nandito yung mga subtopics, nakalista lang dyan. And then under subtopics, meron pang bukod na subtopics para malaman ko kung ano exactly yung mga sasabihin ko. And then sa scripting naman, obviously, mas magiging mahaba to kasi ito nga yung, as I've said, ito yung word by word ng gusto mong sabihin sa recording. So, ayan. Sorry, sobrang magulo ng sulat ko. Pero ipapakita ko na rin lang yung type version nung outline at saka nung script ko kasi lately, tinatype ko na lang kasi medyo masakit sa kamay magsulat. So, nandito lang din sa phone ko yung outlines and script. Papakita ko na rin lang pala dito yung tinitingnan ko. So, this is an example of an outline. Ayan, so nandito yung title, How to be more productive and when is it okay if you're not. This is my 23rd episode. Tapos, kung makikita nyo, nandyan lang nakasulat dyan, intro, and then body, tapos naka-bullet type yung mga gusto kong i-discuss na subtopics under it. Tapos, okay lang kahit hindi ko natagalan na ipakita to sa inyo kasi pakinggan nyo na lang. Tapos, ito naman yung example ng script. Again, mas mahaba siya. Ayan, kasi ito yung word by word na sasabihin natin sa recording. So, hindi ko masasabi sa inyo which one is better than the other kasi I personally think na kayo lang din yung makakapag-decide which one will work best for you. So, to help you decide, I will just talk about the pros and cons of both outline and scripting. So, ang pros ng outlining is it saves you time when it comes to your preparation kasi maikling time lang yung kailangan mo to write your outline. Tapos, another pros naman na tong outlining is mas genuine yung magiging dating ng podcast mo because it will sound as if you're just talking to your listeners. Now, when it comes to scripting naman, it may not save you time sa preparation, pero it will save you time sa editing. Kasi since na-type mo na or nasulat mo na word by word yung sasabihin mo sa recording, mas maliit na lang yung chance na magkamali ka while recording it kasi babasahin mo na lang. And then another pros is mawawala yung worry mo na baka in the end meron kang ma-realize na meron kang hindi nasabi. Kasi nga, since nakasulat na lahat, babasahin mo na lang, nandun na, sure ka na na yun na lahat ng kailangan mong sabihin. Sa cons naman ng outlining is basically kabaligtaran lang ng pros ng scripting. So, sa outlining, mas mahaba yung time na pwede mong gugulin sa editing. Lalo na kapag hindi ka masyadong sanay sa impromptu speaking, pwedeng magkaroon ng maraming filler words na gugustuhin mong i-cut during your editing kasi hindi mo siya gugustuhin sa final output ng audio mo. So, ayun, pwedeng mas mahaba yung time na guguli mo sa editing and meron ka ring mga topics or ideas na baka hindi mo masabi during recording kasi nga, outline lang yung na-prepare mo. Ang cons naman ng scripting is mahaba yung time ng preparation. And if you don't want to write, kung tamad ka magsulat ng sobrang haba, maybe scripting is not for you. Another cons when it comes to scripting is since binabasa mo lang yung nire-record mo, it might sound a little bit boring and not genuine. I'll give you an example. I want to highlight 3 important factors with this one. First is your goal. Why did I start here? In this way, stop! I personally wouldn't want to listen to that. Maybe I will just ask for the transcript and then read it myself. So, ayun, it really just depends on you kung ano yung mas prefer mo. Do you want to spend more time in preparation? Or do you want to spend more time in editing? Moving on sa mga apps na ginagamit ko, with recording, I just use the recorder that I have in my phone. Hindi na ako nag-install ng any other apps. Tapos, with editing, I'm using BandLab. This is not sponsored by BandLab. Pero, feeling ko familiar kayo sa BandLab as an application na ginagamit ng mga gumagawa ng music, na gumagawa ng mga remix, ganyan. Pero, even though yun yung main purpose nun, it works as an editing tool when it comes to podcasts, and that is what I'm using. Now, you already have your final audio. Ang question naman is paano mo i-upload? How do you put your audio on Spotify, Google Podcast, and other podcast streaming platforms? The answer is Anchor. This is the app that I use. So basically, you just upload your audio there and let Anchor do its magic. Basically, what Anchor does is it distributes your audio in different podcasting platforms. Actually, makakasurvive ka nga ng Anchor lang without installing anything. Kasi with Anchor, you can record, you can edit, and you can upload. As in, nandun na lahat. Kompleto na. The only reason why I'm not using Anchor is mas nasanay na lang talaga ako dun sa apps na mga nauna kong ginamit. Last na i-discuss ko is having your listeners. So, ang ginawa ko, I joined several communities in Facebook, several podcasting communities here in the Philippines. So, ayun, doon ako na-introduce sa iba't ibang podcasters, and I'm very thankful sa mga nakausap ko teaching me how to create and improve my podcast. It's nice na makipag-interact sa ibang mga podcasters kasi pwedeng sila yung maging first listeners mo. And, syempre, nandiyan din yung mga friends and families who might want to listen to your podcast din. Isa pa sa mga napansin ko is, it's nice to have a niche when it comes to podcasting kasi napansin ko, ang most played episode ko is this one, which is directed towards women, especially the menstrual cup users. And it's actually nice kasi I love talking about these things. Pero as of this moment, while I'm recording this, wala pa akong naidadagdag na topics about that kasi masyadong broad pa yung topic ko. Wala pa talaga akong niche, pero I'm working on it. Now, the final thing that I want to say is, don't get easily frustrated if you uploaded your first episode and then walang 500, 600, 700 listeners agad kasi that's normal. I believe that in time, you will grow. Okay, not just the number of your listeners, but also you as a podcaster. So I hope this video helped you in starting your podcast. Kaya mo yan!